My son of a fuck.
Let it go. Start it. There we go.
I'm just letting it go.
Just let that sink in. Shh. 1, 2.
Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randall Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts. Yes, and I am bulldogging my nuts right now.
We'll get there. We'll figure this shit out.
And guess who else is bulldogging their nuts? Jodie B in the motherfucking house. PoBoys Podacts.
Dope, like from the back, just let them lay out. I lay on the floor and just look back at you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had the funniest reply. Some super nice lady that is a follower of Kristin Beck listened to that last episode. Yep. And so she tweeted us and was just like, great episode, which is very nice. I think it was
on the same thread with Jodie.
It may have been. She was like, very nice episode. Loved it. Great questions. I did, however, have to Google bulldogging your nuts. I was like, well, good. You learned something. Mm-hmm. It's a real thing.
We're here to teach people and make people try to be the best thems.
I know. No shit. Well, we're wanting
Education is what this podcast is really about.
We're glad to have you, Jodie, so we can go ahead and get our beef settled, because those that saw the promo video that I cut and then your very mean reply calling me the redneck Hulk.
Oh.
They got to know that this is a bed of love. It comes from a place of love, but it is a real bet.
Oh, it's love. I'm going to love listening to you. Erotic fantasies to your sister. It just sounds terrible. Like, I feel like anybody that hears that goes, what? I don't have a sister, so I don't know what that's like, but I'm assuming it's not great.
Honestly, I do. I'm with you. I think it's worse reading it to your sister than your mother. For some reason. It feels so much because my mom wouldn't get it, which my mom's older than you. My mom would be like, get away, Satan, and would just hang up.
I'm just glad I get to be completely... Yeah, I get to be completely out of this because my mom has dementia, so that's not even fair.
No, it would be. But your mom would love it, though.
She'd be like...
If she didn't have dementia, she'd say, I read that one already.
I'm kind of curious what she said. She'd be like, hang on. Are you telling me a story about what happened last night?
I don't even know. But so...
I know. Quit bragging.
So that we have everybody on board, we're going to lay out the exact terms. We've got a friendly wager between us here at Married AF and I guess Jodie over there at PoBoys. And I say we, but you have no skin in it, but you'll laugh. Mm-hmm. Where basically we're taking Khabib Nurmagomedov.
I think there's...
Yeah,
you were really close. I think you missed a syllable, though.
That's the closest I've ever gotten.
Close enough. That was very close.
It was very close.
And Jodie B is taking Conor McGregor, which... We can talk all the shit we want. This is going to be a great fight. Who knows? It could go 2-1.
I think it's going to be short.
It could be I've said it from the jump. If Conor catches him with one of those left-handed bombs, he could go to sleep. Conor can knock anyone out. But if Khabib lays on him, he'll beat Conor to death.
Have we seen Conor take this much of a break? I don't think we have.
No, but I don't think that matters. That dude's
you don't think
a beast.
you think he's immune to ring rust?
Yeah. When the lights hit, I think Conor's he's go time.
Ring rust is different with him. At this point, he goes full clip in practice. Mm-hmm. So really, as long as he's in the gym and he's staying in shape, I'm assuming he's at least going 80%.
Yeah.
I don't really see him being the kind of guy. And I guess that's my point, and that's why I'm confident. If it was Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, I would really have to look at it because it's already happened a couple times and I don't know. That's going to be a close one. But Khabib, no offense to Khabib, I just don't think he's got it. I think he's got a little bit of quit in him. And I'm not saying it's much. He's 98.97777% dedicated to it. But I think there's that extra 0.00003% that Conor has that he doesn't. And that's going to be the difference. But if it goes past 3 rounds, that's a different story too. Because Conor got a little gas tank.
Oh yeah, Khabib's got an.
That's where Nate got him.
But what the X factor in this fight, and actually me and Brooke were talking on tonight, and she brought it up, is Khabib has a horrible time making weight.
Yes.
And if he has a bad weight cut, or that can affect his performance.
He hasn't made weight
terribly.
in the past 2 fights, has he?
Yeah, he made it, but the time before this, it nearly killed him. It put him into liver failure, and he was in the hospital.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sure about just the grand scale too. I mean, he's been a main event before, but not a McGregor main event.
Oh God,
that's
no!
Not
a $100 million main event.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view buys.
That money's on the line, and the lights and the cameras and the screaming, and it's going to be a Conor crowd. They're going to be here. If they'd have done this shit in Russia, they might have gotten a fucking a Khabib crowd. But I mean, I just don't see it going well. I'm just not sure. I can give you an official prediction in a minute if you want, but we'll keep talking.
Yeah, those Irish, man, they travel in herds, buddy.
And they are at every UFC fight now. Conor doesn't even have to be on the card, and they're in the right, and you can just hear like,
ole.
Yes, exactly. And like Conor's not even fighting.
No, I'm excited for it though. So the terms are: if Khabib wins, Jodie B has to read his mother a page or whatever we decide on as far as amount of erotica that I pick.
I think we need to pick that.
Yeah, a full scene. It's got to be from start to finish. He gazed upon her with lustful eyes.
Of course.
His throbbing whatever.
All the way to she jerked him to completion, and she sat there moist and miserable.
I think we need to pick
that's
jerked him to completion. I think you write these. That's it's fantastically worded. Or you've read them, because I've never read one.
I'm a poet and didn't know it. I listen to them on audiobooks when I'm driving.
She jerked him to completion.
That's interesting to listen to on audiobooks.
But so if Conor wins, I've got to read a scene of erotica that Jodie B picks to her on air on our show, which is doubly hard for me because Jodie, and once she comes on and we'll post a picture of her, my sister is me with a wig on.
I love it.
She's 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Strong, ox-like. She's prettier than me. She's got a very pretty face, and she's, got a good nose instead of my bulldog nose, and
she's got a good sense of humor.
Oh,
for fuck's sake, yes.
She'll love this shit. Actually, probably
get her a little lubricated up top.
Yeah, she'll love it. She'll probably want to call into your show anyway if we lose.
I love it. No, this is a beautiful bet. I'm going to try to tell as many people as I can because this is real life stake shit. You want to hear me sit here and make my mom listen to me read her erotic fantasy, or Randall read it to his sister? I'm confident that Conor's going to take this one home. So I just want to let you know I've got people already looking and scouring for the perfect story.
Yeah, no shit. You already went to the well before I could, and he went straight to Priority Society, which was genius.
Oh, and Eros immediately responded. Yes, here's
it's either ISIS or Eros.
References, yeah.
That was smart, Jodie. I got to give it to you. Good call.
It's in the field, my brother.
Yeah, that's a way to do it. But yeah, I also wanted to ask you though before you had to run, see what your thoughts were on the Kristin Beck episode, because we're really proud of it. That one was super awesome.
I think that she's a really amazing person. And, I've had this conversation with my wife before because there's other servicemen, I believe, that have been in the same situation. Mm-hmm. Like, I think after retirement, they choose, or, they go through with some sort of a life change where,
Sure.
So it's like you hear people talk, and they say, well, that's people trying to get attention and all this. There's some really shitty people out there that just can't wrap their minds around it. So it's not entertaining, but it's kind of eye-opening for me. And I get to kind of have a moment of like, yeah, because there's a perfect example of a person who has literally put their life on the line and dedicated themselves to something and still, at the end of the day decides to make that change. Now, I'd love to speak with her, and I'm curious if there was any correlation between, like, just obviously there was a lot of work put in those years with the military, with the branch and everything there. And I'm curious if that was like a way to try to like change the track. Does it make sense? Like,
yeah, but she's been like this since forever.
She was a kid.
It wasn't something that was brought on by being.
I'm not talking about the thing. I just meant actually going through with it and saying, fuck this, I'm going to do what I'm
like coming out in the open about it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. That's what and so I liken it to Bob Ross. You know Bob Ross, the painter guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Happy trees and shit.
Little happy trees.
Yeah.
We don't make mistakes. We make happy accidents.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Bob Ross was in the military for like 15 or 20 years.
He was in Vietnam.
Yeah, he was a killer in Vietnam.
He was a stone cold killer, also some sort of a drill sergeant. And he retired. He basically changed his life. He moved away to like Alaska, I think, and vowed to never yell at people ever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I feel like when you have to go through life experience that is that traumatic and that much, you really get to a point where you don't give a fuck. And that's what I really admire about Kristin Beck is no fucks. You know, what are you going to do? You know,
no shit.
She feels, she knows what she likes. She knows what she wants. And if you really want to get down to it, she'll kill you with her bare hands.
Yeah. I mean, when she was telling the story about the guy petting her service dog,
right,
and she ramped it up to 10, we were sitting here listening, and I was like, I just shit my pants. Like, you heard it come out, like
she's
how
not
real.
Small. She's like 6'2",
and
and
it's real. When it comes from a place that's real.
It's real pain and anger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you this. My uncle, the cousin that shot me's dad, was a retired Navy SEAL. He was in it for, I believe, 15 or 20 years. And, even later on in his life, he died pretty early, but I think that shit changes people, man.
Yeah,
and I can't wrap my mind around it. I've seen some horrible things, but I have, seen literally like my friends and coworkers get their fucking heads blown off in front of me. And, that's a lot.
And the whole experience of being so isolated and like in so far away from everything that's like
having to go that deep. I agree with what she said about being an actress. Like that should definitely be something in the model, considering the work that she's done with going undercover and shit. She's got more acting credentials than any of these other heifers. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. That's what I said. I was like, shit, fuck them. They're rookies.
For her life.
When you're acting for your life, and the safety of your team, that's stakes, not your little movie budget. That's not shit.
Have you seen her documentary, Jodie?
No, I had only just heard about it when you guys spoke.
You'll love it.
If you have Hulu, you should for sure check it out. It's so good.
I don't have Hulu. Give me your password.
Yeah, we will. I'll hook it up to you off air. You're more than welcome to use
text it to you.
Yeah. You can
just give it right now. Let me get my pen.
Hey, did you see the video that we just posted where Brooke waxed my armpit and I died?
I did. What is are you usually taking hair off of all your body like that?
Well, no. What I do with my armpits, and it's just I've done it ever since really football in high school, was I will trim it down really low. I don't like a big bushel like a
because he would have a ton.
You hit it with a one guard.
Yeah, I'll hit it with my clippers like that Brooke uses on my head and stuff. And but I was like, you know what? How bad could it hurt? Let's try it. And I'll never touch the shit again. A lot
is the answer.
It is the worst shit on earth.
You ever get that happy trail that goes from your armpit hair to your nipple hair?
Oh, God, yeah. I can grow more chest hair. Well, I don't know how hairy you are, but I'm a hairy bear. If I let everything grow,
he's a grizzly
Brooke
bear.
will be like, fuck that shit. Tomorrow, you're going in for a grooming.
In the winter, sometimes, like, I can't, I mean, you let it get a little crazy. Yeah, his chest is for sure.
A shave and he just goes,
Yes. He is very hairy.
Yeah, it's every...
Hurt, buddy. I'm sorry. I hope that she did the other one, too, just to make
No.
even.
God, no.
He wouldn't let me.
And I won't let her. And
I was like, you don't want to make it even? He was like, nope, never doing that again.
We'll never speak of it again. But
apparently we were supposed to rip up.
Yeah, you went the wrong way. I was thinking that right when I saw it.
I don't wax much.
I don't know.
Yeah, except for my
You
eyebrow.
look for effectiveness, not for comfort. I think that's the deal. It's like you got some deep rooted shit. You want to go with it, to ease those babies out. But if you're at a stubborn spot, then you want to go against it to really give them little fuckers a yank.
You're the one that insisted I go down.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I know.
And I don't know what I was thinking, and I regret it all.
I don't know enough to correct you. You were like, make sure you rip this way. I was like, got it. Okay. I don't know.
I promise you, I would take a punch in the face. I
should probably know better.
Everyone we know before I would do that again. But I also wanted to let you know, we did, I reached out to our tattoo guy that did Brooke's Alabama tattoo.
Yeah.
To have everything set up for the Diaz-Poirier fight. He
hasn't responded yet.
Not yet, but I know that he's got it. He's always takes a little while, but we laid out the terms. Basically, we're going to invite him over for the fight and try to podcast right after if we can make it and do it.
Is it a Saturday night?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good luck, man. I hope it goes well.
Well, I actually hope I lose one, but man, I never lose. That's the other thing, Jody, why I feel bad for you, because you're going to have to read the porn to your mom. Is I just don't lose bets, man. I hate it. Sometimes I want to lose one.
No, it's fine. I would say I'm a little bit lucky in the sense. I don't know. I just assume, but I seem to do okay when it comes to bets. I don't lose often, so. I don't know, man. I'm going to enjoy this.
He just bets me all the time, which means because I have terrible luck.
I'm not your wife.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. Definitely not my wife, Jody. 100%. Hey, I want to ask you one more thing I just thought of. It's what did you think of Buff Bagwell on Drinks with Larry?
I enjoyed it. Dude, it's so rough with call-ins.
It is.
Glad that I hope they drew straws to figure out how to do that pecking order that they had, because they actually did it the right way.
Yeah, they did.
Was worried, man. There's like 5 folks on there normally, and I said, oh shit, I know Buff is kind of long-winded too, and if he starts going off on a story, they're either going to have to start all jumping in at once, or they're going to have to get organized, and they did an excellent job of getting in where they fit in, so that was really good.
Yeah, old Larry, I give him props all the time.
He does a great job.
He delegates that ship like people don't give him enough credit, I don't think, but that's got to be a fucking circus. Like, he really does, has to keep where people get airtime and shut up and move on.
I wonder if he's in there with, one of those, sticks, a
laser pointer.
Who's up? Yeah. You shut up, you go.
Stick. They're passing it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I thought was funny, and I can't wait to talk to Mark again to tell him directly to his face, because of course always anything I would say, I'd say to his face. But they asked him one question.
I know the Lex Luger.
And I think it was the question I asked about training with Lex Luger in the weight room. And he started to answer it and then said, fuck that question, started answering something totally different, went on for about 10 minutes, and then said, what was the question? It was awesome. Did that twice, man. It was so good.
Probably had a couple toddies at that point. I mean, this morning, we were talking sitting here. I think I had a beer and he was having a couple, but he was being a gentleman and drinking it out of a coffee cup at least.
That's hilarious.
That's a game changer then.
We had a really good time, man. We talked. He was in the kitchen and Miss Judy was walking around behind him, and I almost got a little embarrassed because at one point I was asking him about pussy.
Yeah.
I thought he had headphones on and he was using the speakers. So Miss Judy heard me and she started laughing off in the background.
She's awesome though.
It was really funny. I just, I said, well, let's talk about pussy, shall we? I said, what was your best pickup line? And off camera, I could hear her going, oh. And he kind of looked over his shoulder.
Yeah, she knows.
It was hilarious. I said, should I be asking her? Does she know your fucking pickup lines better?
She's like his his agent, his coordinator.
Yeah, was he an open book for you?
Absolutely, man. We talked about all kinds of stuff. And one story in particular that I'm sure some people have heard about, but I've always noticed, I haven't heard him get real deep about it. And it's one that I've kind of kept on the burner, my little secret weapon. We started with that.
Nice.
So that one goes a little long, the first story, but it's well worth it if you haven't heard the story.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm fucking stoked.
It
I thought you listened to
father around the time he was 18. Are you guys familiar with that story?
Yes, we know that story, but not many people
Which one
will.
about his dad?
About.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
We know it from when we went to the...
Yep.
Dude, that's smart. I can't believe you found that.
Whole thing. He laid it out for me, and I was just sitting here with my mouth open staring, because he had his video on, so he's sitting here talking. I was going,
you got him to Skype?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, dude. No one can get him to do that. You got some kind of magical...
Mark is not the most technologically advanced.
No, but Jodie, that's the right way to do it. His voice is so gravelly. I don't think regular calls, they're brutal.
Can I tell you something, Guy? And this is the thing, and I wasn't going to say anything. Mark has got a very distinct voice.
Gosh,
and
yes.
I've got the same problem. If I talk for too long, or it's too late in the evening, and I had a couple drinks, it gets real fucking low, and it can get all kinds of noises. And unfortunately, I think Larry, Drinks and Larry, the show,
Drinks and Larry, yes.
I was dying.
I love that they kept that in.
They caught him after he had a couple, and he was already there. So there's a couple moments where you're like, what the fuck? I wish this had subtitles. That'd be great, because I know this is a great story.
Oh, man.
At 9 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, I've got good audio. We were using Skype and not a cell phone. So it's going to be a good episode, man. It's next Sunday. We'll have it up.
Oh, yeah. I've already told a bunch of my friends, but that's another reason
I thought you said it was up already.
No, his is not. He already talked to him, but Jodie does a week delay. He posts his on Sunday the following week.
I thought that's what you were listening to when I was cooking.
No, he recorded his intro, obviously, since we posted our video for the one he posted today.
Okay.
You just haven't heard his one today yet.
No. Okay.
He just wanted to get his response to us out there, right, Jodie?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you were listening to. Okay. I thought you had posted the episode with Mark.
No, that'll be next Sunday.
No, I wanted to, Mr. Wayne, his manager guy, wanted to just have a moment to have a listen to it. And I told him, I said, dude, we're going to get deep, so I will say this. There were a couple things that I don't know. They were a little juicy.
Oh, I believe that with you, sir.
I'm curious as to what, I sent him the file. He's going to let me know if there's anything I need to take out, but I think we'll be fine.
Really?
I did something really crazy yesterday, and I'll leave you with this, guys. Are you a wrestling fan at all, Randall? Do you keep up with older buff wrestling and stuff?
Of course. Absolutely.
Do you know who Virgil is?
Virgil.
Sounds familiar to me.
He's a black dude. He was with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, in the WCW.
Yeah.
He was in both. He was Vincent
WWF.
in the WCW, and he was Virgil.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Not much of a wrestler. Now he tours around, and there's a meme about him, Sad Virgil, because he goes to expos, and he's just by himself, and he charges money, and it's give him shit. I felt bad for Virgil. I really did. Turns out he's probably an asshole. I've never met him, but that's what people say, is he's kind of a prick. I heard a story about him yesterday from Sid Vicious, because I'm actually trying to maybe look into getting him on my show.
Wait.
The wrestler, Sid Vicious.
Vicious, from the Sex Pistols.
Yep.
The wrestler, Psycho Sid. He's a big, giant man that lives.
That's an awesome find. People forget about him. I would be all in on that interview.
Okay, there's a Sid Vicious, a wrestler.
Yes.
I'm thinking of Sex Pistols, and that guy's dead.
He's named after that guy.
Okay, thank you. That's why I was confused.
Giant man, 6'7", 300 pounds, choke slam, power bomb. He's got blonde hair and he's really tan. That was his thing. Anyway, he's also well known, as Buff is, for having on camera had an epic, catastrophic breaking of a limb. You guys remember that when he jumped off? Broke his leg in half?
No, I don't remember his. I mean, I remember Buff's. I was watching
Buff broke his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sid jumped off the top turnbuckle at 300 pounds, which is now against the rules in most affiliations.
Really?
I had to do a movie never done, and he landed on one leg, and it broke in half. His foot touches his hamstring.
Oh, God.
And he picks it up and looks at it, and he's like, ah! Yeah, national television, that happened. And he gets around okay now, but yeah, double compound fracture, the lower limb. So that's crazy.
Is that what retired him?
I don't think it helped. They definitely came out for longer.
Football players have come back from that shit, though. Like Willis McGahee is what I'll never forget in my life.
Yeah, his knee was nasty.
It went backwards.
Yeah.
It's a lot of politics, and I think it was that, and then WCW going out. I think there was just a lot of shit. But besides the point, Sid Vicious told a story in an interview about Vincent Virgil, the black guy.
Mm-hmm.
He once got fired from a territory for sucking his own cock, and somebody walked in, the either Jerry Jarrett or Jim Crockett, whoever was the owner, walked in on him doing his party trick, which was being able to suck his own cock.
Mm-hmm.
Fired him on the spot. Was like,
fired him. So. Isn't that what every guy wants to be able to do?
That makes that makes Virgil a hero.
It makes him a legend.
Not a deviant.
I am not going to be sad for Virgil ever.
Because he can suck his own dick.
Proud Virgil can suck his own dick.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with him. You know. Yeah. Good job, Virg.
Me either. I mean, the only person I ever heard of was the old legendary thing about Marilyn Manson taking a rib out so he could suck his own dick. Did y'all ever hear that?
Yeah, it was a rumor. I think that was false.
Was a rumor. Yeah, he put it to rest.
That's a white boy problem. Apparently, Vincent has a huge cock, so he can literally just sit down and suck his own dick.
It's not that hard for him to get to it because it's that big.
And maybe he's a little flexible. Whatever. It's not my business. I just heard the story, and I saw a few other people.
I bet that guy you went to high school with the panther tail, you said.
Yeah, Sid McGuinness.
Fred's brother.
Yeah. He's got the biggest dick I've ever seen on planet Earth.
Randall said it would literally like hang out the bottom of this guy's basketball shorts.
Not bad.
Flaccid.
And he's like 6'10" or something, like some kind of giant man. But yeah, I bet Fred listens to this. Holla, Fred.
How it goes. Well, guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to go make the baby go night-night.
Absolutely. Hey, was that your wife that we heard earlier?
Did we hear some? I didn't hear.
Yeah, I thought I heard another person in the background. Was your wife not in there, Jodie?
No, she wasn't in here. It
may have been reverberation.
Maybe.
Or I'm losing my damn mind. I was just going to say hello if she was in there, but obviously I'm a dick.
Podcast in solitude, my brother.
Well, all right, brother, man. We'll take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, man. Holla at you.
Good night.
Bye, Brooke.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, there's...
I'm so proud of Mark for getting on Skype for Jodie, and now fucking... God damn it.
I know.
Larry's probably like, what the fuck, man?
Well, so are we.
I know. Me too. I was just about to say, like... next time we had him on, I wanted him to just come over to the house.
I'm going to make him. If we have him again...
We'll just share a mic.
We'll just get him some weed and beer.
I mean, we can figure something out, but we can just have him over.
What's gonna be fun is if we have him here and it's worse, like with him on a mic. It's like, fuck, man. Never mind.
I wouldn't even know how to fuck with the settings on the. Yeah, his voice is very strong.
Never mind, Mark. Thanks for the effort.
We'll be like, here, stand 3 feet away from the microphone.
Dude, I gotta give it up though. For Drinks with Larry. That episode with Mark, it was the funniest shit. If you haven't listened to Buff on Drinks with Larry, it's their last episode. Go do it now.
Drinks and Larry.
Drinks and Larry. This is Buff Bagwell, and you're listening to Drinks and Larry. For one, first off, Larry is... I love Larry and Brian and Aaron and Burton
and Stephanie.
Because they left that in. I would do the same.
Oh, they put it at the beginning on purpose. Yeah. Well, just like how we started this episode, babe. We tried to start over because I fucked it up. I still fucked it up, and we left it in. Because you know what? It's our show. We can do what we want.
No, but if I was Larry, that would be... I would run that promo before every episode. Like, have his cool music,
for sure.
And then right after it ends, have Buff say, and this is Drinks and Larry.
Oh, I love you, Mark.
And I sent Mark the name of the show by text, and he knows I did. And so it said Drinks with Larry.
Well, and I think
no, but it was a great episode.
And you talked to him like the night before, didn't you? And we're talking about like, which, like when he was going to record with who, because you knew that like Jodie and Larry had scheduled him in the same week.
Yeah, but...
Well, I haven't seen... Hang on. Why don't I go ahead? Is it a video that Jodie posted on Twitter as a response to
No, it's part of his new episode. It's in the opening of his new episode. He just uploaded a new episode today.
Uh-huh.
And so he went in, obviously, this morning and recorded a new intro for it that answered to our bet.
Is it right at the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, after his music.
So I was going to play it.
He goes into some bets.
Just for shits and gigs. I thought it was like a response on Twitter.
No.
I know what you're saying.
I don't know how many minutes. It's in there a few minutes because, he plays music and all that. But
okay.
He comes, he comes with it. I'm looking forward to the stakes of that bet.
Yeah.
And seeing how it works out. But hopefully you guys have had a chance to listen to our episode with Kristin Beck. That's why I wanted to ask Jodie about it. We love that episode. It was so fun. And I wish we had more time with her.
Know.
It was all of a sudden time was up and we were an hour and 40 minutes in.
We talked to her for almost 2 fucking hours.
Yeah,
awesome.
I can't believe she gave us that much time.
Wait, should I do all my corrections and clarifications now or tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Well, no, because we're talking tomorrow probably won't be about this, so now, yeah.
Okay, so first, what was the first one? I had to write these fuckers down. I was a fucking idiot on that show with Kristin. I said so many things wrong. Well, okay, and first of all, like when we were talking about, Randal was lost too, obviously. When it was Patrick's question, Muddy's.
Yes.
She was like, does he go by Pat? And she started doing the Saturday Night Live, like, it's Pat, like,
which was a classic.
Yeah, and
skit.
so, like, Randal didn't catch it at first, and I kind of saw the look on his face, and then, like, I did what I do so much, is I started to say something and didn't finish my thought. I was like, I can't call anybody Pat. And then didn't finish my sentence of without thinking of that skit because she was like in the middle of saying something about it, and then I just wanted to move on. So I was like, I can't call anybody Pat with that.
Yeah, so it sounds like if you didn't catch it like I didn't, I left that little segment. I was like, why the fuck do y'all both hate
I
Pats?
know, it was the stupidest thing.
And then it hit me like 5 minutes later. I was like, oh fuck, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Because that Saturday Night Live skit that was out when we were like in middle school. So it was
that
like
was right in the prime of when I watched.
Right in the hot zone. So it's like every time I hear like somebody, and there's people that we've met before that we've said remind us of that character. So like,
which is absolutely not Kristin.
And
Kristin doesn't look anything like.
And absolutely not Muddy is who we were talking about too. So that's the first one. Couldn't finish my fucking thought. And then the second one, what was the second one? Second one was, oh God, I kept saying fucking Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy was not a Navy SEAL. I said
Army Ranger.
I referred to Tim Kennedy twice in that episode, like talking about Navy SEAL shit. For sure, he was an Army Ranger.
He is a badass.
He's a badass, but what I had in my head was David Goggins, because both of them have been on Joe Rogan talking about their extensive training, blah, 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 blah. Both badasses in their own right. However, Tim Kennedy, not a Navy SEAL. In my mind, I was thinking of David Goggins and all of his like stories about training for Navy SEALs and all this shit. But what came out was Tim Kennedy. And then like the next day I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. Because it didn't feel right.
Is the shit.
When I said I'm like, it doesn't feel right, but I know he's a badass. So like, I'm just going to say it again. Tim Kennedy. And nope, David Goggins.
I'm sure that Kristin agrees Tim Kennedy is a badass though.
Oh, for sure he is. Yeah. I mean, but not a Navy SEAL. When I was talking about like, I mean, I think I even said it when she was talking about like doing a show where she would train a female to be a Navy SEAL. Tim Kennedy has no business being there because he wasn't a Navy SEAL.
No, I was thinking that when you said it.
Because you kind of looked at me weird and I was in my head like, that doesn't feel right. Yeah. But yeah, David Goggins is who I was thinking of because he's fucking insane.
He's an animal.
And then the third one was Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, that one was funny. That one I couldn't even let slide. It was so funny.
And thank God you didn't, because it wasn't, I mean, clearly...
It's not who you were thinking.
Not who I was thinking. Because I know that a Navy SEAL did not fucking kill Saddam Hussein. He was hung on live television. I'm just dumb, y'all. I don't know. I was not having a good night with smarts.
Those are two tough. Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, like...
I think, okay, here's where I'm going to make an excuse for myself. I think because we were talking, like, all the times that she was deployed were, like Somalia, all that was, like, back in, like, early... Yeah,
she went to Desert Storm also, which was, you know.
So I think that's where maybe my head was just back way further than Osama bin Laden. Even though Osama bin Laden was around.
Yeah,
though.
she was at both, though. She was at the post 9/11.
Well, because she was. I'm just
so
stupid,
she got a piece
y'all.
of both. She's got a piece of Saddam and a piece of Osama.
I know things. I just don't know them right.
No, it was fair. You were just excited because you knew the answer in your head. Because that when you,
as soon as I said it, I was like, "That's not right."
As soon as she said, "May or may not have killed the most highly anticipated, or decorated terrorist of our time."
The worst terrorist of our time. Saddam Hussein was bad, but he wasn't Osama bin Laden. He didn't no. Osama bin Laden was the worst, guys. I know that.
Yeah. That's still funny.
But and that was the one where you looked at me like when I kept saying Tim Kennedy, you didn't even really like bat an eye. You were just like,
no, because I figured you knew you were wrong. Like I thought you were going a different angle, like because Tim Kennedy is also now a reality TV show with his show Hard to Kill.
Yeah, no.
That you were thinking he'll be good on that show because he's kind of already doing TV.
Yeah.
And I knew it was wrong, but I was letting you slide way more on that one.
Yeah. No, but I was like, Saddam Hussein. Nope. And immediately was like, no. Yeah. So I'm dumb, y'all. That was my corrections from the whole interview with Kristin Beck. And she probably thinks I'm a fucking idiot, but.
She was so fun, though. She's so funny. She's got such a dry sense of humor.
Yes. And I love that.
And she stumped you. She fucked you on the classified on her job. That was your
for
other
sure. And the whole story about how she met her wife.
She got us both.
We were both.
I was hook, line, and sinker. I was like, good God, that's awesome.
That's fucking, yeah, I know. So she's probably like, these two simpletons
will believe anything.
Because I am like, especially if I just meet you and like I'm super already like impressed by you, I'll be gullible as shit.
Well, we're both so impressed by her.
Well, for sure.
That it was definitely, I mean, I don't know if you tell her not in the interview, and it doesn't matter to me. You know, we were both nervous, excited.
Oh, I was totally like fangirling.
Over the tits, excited.
Yes.
But overwhelmed with wondering, why would you do our show? We love that you are.
I know. But we had so much fun talking to her. And
she's so amazing. Cool. I hope she comes to Atlanta and speaks sometime and we can go buy her a beer.
I know.
And hang out because she's my kind of peeps.
For sure. I think we would have good times.
But we've gotten a lot of good feedback. And I posted something on Twitter, but for all other people, I've gotten a bunch of your emails, messages, and things about what you thought of the episode, and we really appreciate that. And I'll make sure that I can get those sentiments passed on to Kristin because everything's positive. I love that. Everybody's been so they love her, and they should.
As they should. She's fucking amazing. But yeah. And one other bit of good news, which I don't know what the other good news is, but we finished the Midori tonight. We did the shot. We each had 2 shots.
No, that's huge. That's a huge announcement.
Yeah.
Actually.
And we didn't even let everybody like hear the disgust in our shot. It was while we were talking to Jodie. We kind of
on the pure vodka shots
on the downloaded and
not much Midori left.
Not much. They were very light green, but yeah, I've got a picture of that. We'll post on Twitter in a little bit.
So there will never be Midori in this house again. So we will have something else for our shots.
Yep. We took a picture of me with the empty bottle, and it is in the garbage.
We are not quitters. Just so we did finish that motherfucker.
No, we finished it way sooner than I
never
thought.
want to taste it again.
Yeah.
Ever.
What are we going to... So we've got that raspberry puree shit.
Yeah, but we can get another... well, I mean, I'll look into some research and try another nasty, weird name shot.
You're going to get something else disgusting. You're going to get like some kind of red Midori or something.
Something to, mix it up. We'll go from there.
All right.
But, yeah, we wanted to go ahead and get this part squared away tonight. And
we'll come back tomorrow and record some more and talk about a little bit of Big Brother and talk about Chris Hardwick coming back on Talking tonight. Yes.
We will have some info on that, and so I don't even want to let Brooke get started.
I know.
We will do that tomorrow. Yep. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Fuck yourselves, motherfucker.
Why don't you hit stop, not record? Okay, we're back.
Yes. What's up?
Well, I've got 3 gross shots sitting in front of me, as do you.
It's actually 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
And one of them, of course, is this was recommended by Who's Right Podcast.
Go fuck yourself. Who's Right Podcast? I'm just kidding. But seriously, it's Jaeger. Are you trying to kill me?
It's called the Screaming Nazi because it's half Rumpelmints, half Jaeger. But I've decided to change the name to Trumplemints.
Trumplemints?
Or Trumpletits.
I was going to say Trumpletits is what, yeah.
We'll go with Trumpletits is the name of this shot. And
you're changing the Screaming Nazi into Trumpletits. You know what that, I mean.
Yeah, it all goes together with today's mantra.
With the climate of today. Yeah. Okay.
So this will be the Trumpletits.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if I'm ready to drink that one yet. And then we have another one.
I know.
And this was recommended by Bear the Hairless, Chad Fackler.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called the Cement Mixer.
That doesn't sound safe or
it's
good.
A shot of Bailey's and a shot of lime juice, each in its own glass. Oh. Throw them both in your mouth and squish them around until the Bailey's curds up like cottage cheese, and then you swallow it.
Yeah, fuck you. No.
I'm trying them both. If I vomit, I vomit. And
I'm sitting next to the trash can, so.
I want to see. I mean, that means nothing. I'm way more of a puss than you. I couldn't even drink the damn veggie shot. So it's way more likely that I would spew.
Oh, man.
I mean, the Jaeger definitely smells terrible and just reminds me of fuckery.
It's college. I mean, it's definitely my kryptonite.
It smells so strong. Boy, I just smell the Rumpletits.
Yeah, it's that's
Rumpletits covers up the smell of the Jaeger.
What Rumpelmints? Okay, I'm trying to remember what the real name is. Yeah, I can't. I drank so many Jaeger shots in college and threw it up multiple times, and for sure my kryptonite. Like, it used to make me sick to my stomach just to smell it, and so I'm a little nervous.
I don't like this at all. I mean, I'm totally afraid of what.
I know, we're in the same boat, babe. I know we are.
I feel like it's too hardcore for me now at my age.
You asked for it, babe, on Twitter. You wanted us.
We'll see. I mean, if it's worse than the leg spreader, then we'll get the damn whatever the fuck it was called back.
Let's just do the vodka and the raspberry puree shit. Well, I mean, we're going to do these now. Just get your chaser ready.
Which one do we want to do first?
It all sounds terrible.
I'm worried that if we do the Jaeger first, and then we're like, oh, dear God, then we let something curd in our mouth, we'll both spew. So I think we should almost do the curds in our mouth first.
Oh, God. I mean, my stomach is just turning.
I mean, the Bailey's is going to taste good, right?
Bailey's is delicious.
Let me lick it.
Bailey's is good. Put Bailey's in some coffee. Oh, that's the fucking...
I think this one's going to be fine, actually. It's going to be a little
weird. But with lime juice?
Yeah, you take the shots, 1-1, swirl it around in your mouth, let it curd.
I don't have that big of a mouth.
And then you swallow it. We'll see. I don't even know if I'll be able to do that. I'm going to just take them, see if I can let it form anything in my mouth or if I just swallow it.
What if I, like, spit take it?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. This one's a little more work than I'm looking to do before every show.
I know.
I want to try it to see what...
how do you get them both in your mouth at the same time?
You do one, hold it. Golly, this sucks. All right. We're going to try it. I wonder if I should do the lime or the Bailey's first.
I don't know either.
I'm going to do the lime first. All right, here we go. 1, 2, nope. Hang on.
I can do it.
Hang on.
Baby, I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to count to 1, 2, nope 12 times. I want to get this shit over with. And there's
All right, here we go. All right.
1, 3.
Nope. I can't that. All right, here, I'll go do it.
I mean, it's so thick.
Oh, my God.
It's so thick.
It doesn't taste bad, but it fucking... turned into concrete immediately.
It's got so thick.
It's actually good.
It's like a science experiment in your mouth.
It's delicious, but the bulkiness, like I was.
I know that's what I almost spit it out.
That's a great shot, though, Chad. Actually,
the taste
a little weird, but
yeah, it's strange. It's not something that you typically would mix with Bailey's.
thought it was very good though.
The taste wasn't bad. It was
upsetting at all.
Just weird. Like it thickened up in your mouth.
It's like you
like
put
cement.
1,000 pounds of cornstarch into your chili.
Yeah. That's
wow, that was strange.
That was
great
weird.
recommendation though. That's fucking crazy.
That was fun. That's
Highly
not something I
recommend everyone try.
Yeah, give it a whirl. That's not
Bailey's and lime.
I did Bailey's first. What'd you do?
Lime first.
I didn't know if I could have just the straight lime in my mouth. Like
I don't feel like I drank any alcohol. The Bailey's was fucking delicious.
Well, Bailey's is pretty minimal alcohol.
I don't know what the
liqueur
is.
It's delicious. I fucking love Bailey's and coffee. Okay. On a nice Sunday morning or something. All right, now we got to just fucking do this one and get it over with so I don't...
When the Bailey started curding, I thought I was going to spew for... Like, I didn't know how long I could let that build up. But
well, it was like I couldn't... Yeah.
It went down easier than I thought.
Yeah. Agreed. It wasn't... I was thinking it was going to be like chunky.
I want to do that to someone and not tell them to be expecting it.
You can't tell them the name then. They'll be like, why is it this cement
No, just tell them they got to hold it for a second. You got to hold it, let them mix in your mouth. And
so
then
it's a weird sensation. It's like I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't get like solid, but it just like thickens up.
It feels like somebody sprayed that expanding foam in your mouth.
Yeah, it does kind of. Interesting.
I don't know how that works. Why does I guess the acidity...
It's something...
The acidity in lime juice causes the dairy in the Baileys to curd.
You nailed it.
Pretty strange.
Causes it to like expand.
Now.
It's a science experiment in your mouth. I like it. All right. Let's fucking do this shot and quit procrastinating. So, babe.
I have severe doubts about this one. Trumpletits.
Just do it.
Well, it's called the Trumpletits.
Screaming Nazi, a.k.a. Trumpletits.
Jaeger and Rumplemints.
I didn't even have to use a chaser with that other one.
Trumpletits.
Honestly. All right. Do it. All right. 3, 2, 1.
I'm staring at mine. How was it?
Oh, God.
How bad is it? Should I not do it?
I hate Jaeger so much. It's weird. It's like mouthwash and Jaeger mixed together.
All right. Fuck this shit.
The Rumplemints does take off. It does take off the edge of the Jaeger a little bit, though. Because Jaeger's the worst shit on earth. Don't fucking taste it, baby. Just throw it back. Oh, God. I hate Jaeger so much.
It's so spicy. That is mouthwashing.
I would rather that than straight Jaeger any fucking day, though. Hate Jaeger with a passion. Just do it. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. It's weird.
I can do this shit.
Just do it. Quit tasting it and smelling it. That makes it worse. You got to just throw it back. Hold your nose and throw it back.
All right, 1,
2, 3. Do it.
2.
Do it. Babe, quit tasting it and smelling it. You're making it worse. Oh, God, your face. Oh, baby.
Help. Oh, my God. Fuck that podcast. Fuck those guys.
They really must not like us, I guess.
Fuck that.
No, I hate Jaeger so much. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but
it's the rumple shits.
It's mouthwash.
That's terrible.
It's like drinking mouthwash.
I didn't even taste Jaeger.
Barely.
I know. I tasted the mouthwash.
That's what I'm saying. It's gross. It's not good, but it helps.
I can't do that.
It helps you not taste Jaeger. No, we're not doing that.
Show.
We are not doing that.
I'll do the cement mixer 1,000 times before that one. 1,000 times.
All that liquor.
Breath is good though.
I know.
Yeah. So if you want some real nasty shit, try the Trumpletits. Jaeger and fucking anybody want a bottle of Rumplemints? I will. I'm not doing the Midori. That's the smallest one they have. And it's much smaller than the Midori.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, it is.
But I won't fuck that stuff, man.
Nope. You know what, though?
I can't forgive them.
I think there's some kind of shot you can do with Rumplemints where it's like a Thin Mint cookie. There's like chocolate liqueur that you can mix with Rumplemints and it tastes like a Girl Scout cookie.
I bet you can mix it with that stuff.
With Bailey's? Ooh, that's what we should try next. Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of hurting my stomach.
I don't know if I can continue. That Trumpletits is wrong. Ooh, it's in my stomach right now. It just hit my stomach.
Uh-huh.
The loins are hot.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
That is one nasty ass shot. All right. Moving on. Right now, Chad Fackler is in the lead with the damn mouth explosion shot of lime juice and Bailey's. But yeah, I don't think it's possible to even get a buzz off Bailey's alone. It's probably
you'd have to drink a shitload. I mean, when you put it in, like, I mean, you can for sure.
You usually put it like in coffee with Kahlua and Bailey's, right?
I mean,
Kahlua is a little stronger.
I've just put it. It's similar to Kahlua. I've put it just Bailey's and coffee. When you do Kahlua, Bailey's, and Kahlua and Jameson and coffee is the Irish coffee, but no, just Bailey's and coffee is good. If you have a big enough one, you can get a little buzz. Woo. And
no, it's called the Trumpletits. It's been renamed. I'm not gonna call it the Screaming Nazi.
Okay.
Call it the Raging Trumpletits.
Oh, gross.
That
was disgusting.
That smelled so weird. That was limey.
Gross. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. I had to hear it. I don't want to hear about it. And the cement mixer.
It was limey Rumplemints.
Gross.
And fuck Rumplemints.
Okay. So
I don't think I've ever had that before in my whole life, and I never will again.
I have, for sure. I mean, Margaret was a bartender in Baton Rouge.
Mint Snops isn't that bad. Rumplemints, or is Rumplemints Mint Snops?
It's similar, but it's not.
They have to be the same thing.
Schnapps is schnapps, and
I've had
Rumplemints. It's just two different brands of the same thing, pretty much. It's mint
of dog shit.
Yeah. All right. So what else are we going to talk about tonight? I can't even. Did you just die?
Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of Big Brother. We don't have to drag it out too far, but Rockstar's going home.
Really?
It's a done deal.
Wait, are we supposed to give a spoiler alert?
They know by now.
That she's on the block?
No, they know by now that spoiler alert for Big Brother. Oh. Yeah, Angela and Angela and Casey got put up.
Yeah.
Casey won the hacker. Shit, I don't think so. Either way, Tyler won the POV, took Angela down.
That's right. Yeah.
Now Casey's up with Rockstar. And so Rockstar's fucked.
Because they don't have the numbers.
Yeah, and Casey's the hacker, so she can cancel out one of their votes. And the only part of that's even worth talking about this week is the fact that Sam is losing her mind and becoming a piece of shit, lost her mind. Talking about wanting to go home.
You're not going home, though, you dumb fucker. If you get evicted, you're going to jury. Like, you're not going home. I don't
know if she'll go home if she self-evicts.
Oh, she won't even go to jury?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are, if they'll still make her go to jury.
I think at this point, because then they have to have X number of people in the jury, don't they?
I would think. But if she said, I don't want to, I don't know if it's contractual or what. Yeah, I mean, still, it's stupid. Don't play the fucking game. That is a slap in the face to people that are dying to get on that show. To everybody,
all the other people that, yeah.
These people, every year there's one or two that start crying about wanting to go home.
I mean, you know why I'm not going to go on Big Brother? Because I know I couldn't be away from my family for 3 months.
And the second that someone says it, I agree with Tyler. Tyler said it this week. As soon as she started mentioning it, he was like, then she should get voted out.
Yeah.
Just abide by their request. As soon as someone throws it out, be like, all right, done. Then there's no argument in the house.
Right.
Everybody be like, oh, you want to go home? Cool. All right, everybody's done. We can have peace this week.
Right. Nobody crying about going home. I mean, even Rockstar's got like million kids.
But she's trying her ass off to stay in. She's even friends with Brett. That's another development. Brett is a maniacal genius.
Yes.
And is right there beside Casey for me as my number one to win it all. By far, I think he'll be the most memorable player of this year.
I love him.
And, he's just been a psychological beast. He's over there pretending to be with Casey pretending to be with Haley and Rockstar. Even has had Rockstar hug him on video and say, I love Brett now. And he's fucking them over. He's taking everything they say back to Tyler and them, but he's rarely talking to Tyler and them. But it's all agreed upon.
Right.
Savage. Horrible jury management, though. Like, the people that go into jury and see how bad he's fucked them, it could hurt him. Back when people voted the right way for who played best, they could win. Now they vote with their feelings, and people will be pissed. Yeah,
because he's doing some Paul like outgoing messages.
And Derek's already commented to him.
I saw that on Twitter. He's like, "This is jury management."
Like, because Derek's even said that if Tyler doesn't clean up his messes he's kind of started this week, that Brett's his next to win. It'd be Casey or Brett, and he's like, "But bro, you can't do that."
Yeah,
you
can't. You know. Because everybody gets in jury. Messages. I mean, did you watch just last season? I mean, everybody gets to jury, starts talking, and you're fucked.
People are just more sensitive now.
Yeah.
I would prefer, as a juror, somebody to tell me that they straight up fucked me over. Because I'd be like, that's how you play.
Yeah.
Good job.
No, but Derek didn't.
I know, but he played a totally different kind of game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if somebody lied to me in Big Brother, because that's the game. But fucking everyone that whole side, whatever their side's name was, not level 6, but the shitty side. I
saw it on Twitter. When did they come up with...
or Fortnite or...
Oh, no, it was at Faute.
But
I saw on Twitter it was the Hive.
I don't know. They're fucking awful.
Because it was
they have been picked off one by one. Even in their own HOHs. Like, Haley's the HOH this week, and Rockstar's going to go home.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I saw them talking on After Dark about Fessy, Rockstar, and Haley. Like, Haley was like, I don't know, they were in the HOH room or something, and they were talking about whatever competition it was, where I think it was one of those things where they go and do things by themselves, you know. It's not like where they're all doing the competition together. It's like they one by one, they go and do a competition. But it was like, which evicted house guest, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, Fessy came back to Rockstar and was like, I didn't see you anywhere on there, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, Fessy, the question or the statement was, which evicted house guest was da, 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 da. I'm still here, so I wouldn't have been the answer for any of it.
Well, she says that, but she's the reason Tyler won the POV. And you'll see that Wednesday. She gave him the biggest clue during the competition that got him the POV.
Were they not doing it on their own? Was it?
No, it was OTEV. And
it was OTEV. Okay.
And she gave him some sort of a tip, and they haven't aired it yet, so we don't know, but...
So they're all out there digging in slime and shit
and
for
everything.
Something?
She tells him something, and it ends up helping him win, and she's going to go home.
Has Tyler got a spell on all those girls?
I don't know. Supposedly Tyler and Angela have been having a showmance that no one knows about except Rockstar.
I would not doubt it, because,
the moustached one.
Angela has been way, she was just very adamant about getting Tyler safe, last week and stuff. And I know he's in her alliance, but she was real, I don't know. I could see that. And they're both from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
They both hang out on the beach a lot.
I don't know, but Sam's got a big crush on Brett. She came out this week. I thought she liked
Tyler.
No, she came out this week that Brett makes her nervous and all this and that. But, yeah, poor Sam. She just sits out there and smokes her cigarettes.
Sam's she's so sweet, but she's just, whoa, shit, I almost fucking fell off my stool when I sat back down. She's just a little over-emotional.
She's too sweet, and, they built her up in her promo about being the, welder and big shot in a man's world, and she's the most sensitive flower.
Well, I know, and she sits there and she goes in the diary room and like she gets upset about things that are legitimately should make you upset in the real world. But this is Big Brother. She gets upset about people being deceitful and going behind people's backs. And it's like, sweetie, did you watch this show one time? Ever?
Shit balls and dick titties.
What?
Rachel just posted her high school picture on this thread I started on Twitter. Look at that hair.
Look at that glamour shots. Oh, that fucking bottom left one is the shit.
Rachel, that was pose number 2 in the book.
Yes.
Of glamour shots in the mall.
That is the hand on the chin.
Solid hair work. That is 90s
I like her with red hair, though.
Oh, it looks great. I wonder if that's more her natural color.
I don't know. No, because her daughter's blonde. Right?
I don't know. We're going to have to discuss these pics.
I like her with red hair, though. She can definitely pull it off.
Oh, 100%.
The glamour pic, though, needs to be her profile picture. What the fuck you doing, Rachel?
Forever. That should be on your damn therapist cards. And
and I need to see the rest of them. Where's the one with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader hat? Like, didn't they always have that at the Glamour Shots place?
I think that was usually for the older women. They would be in the bedazzled Cowboys. But another thing
okay, are we done?
I wanted to plug, and I talked to Kristin Beck a little bit today, was her Wounded Paw Project.
Uh-huh.
They rescue dogs and train them to become service dogs for veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And she sent me the website, and here it is.
Is it called Wounded Paw Project?
WoundedPawProject.org. And it would behoove everyone to check that out. It's an awesome, awesome program. Look at that dog.
Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome. No, what a great project, an organization to save animals, and then also, help save a veteran that's coming back.
It's twofold. It's, because
everybody wins.
Yeah, it's... what did she say? I mean, it's proven that, a service dog can, just being there.
We saw it at Jason's barbecue. The guy we met that had his service dog.
Yeah.
It was super sweet, the pit bull.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she talked about that one guy that was like about to blow. I mean, he was about to shoot himself in the head, and the dog came up, and so I mean, just having that dog around could change somebody's mind. Because that statistic is alarming. That, I mean, we hear it all the time. The 22 veterans a day take their own life. So
yeah, but if you're looking to support, they have a donate portion on the website, so you can donate and help grow that
they save
organization.
Animals and save veterans. I mean, what the fuck if you don't with that?
If you want to be our friend, you'll donate to that. That is definitely worthwhile.
Worthwhile?
Yes, it's totally worthwhile.
No, I thought you said worthwhile.
Oh, no. Worthwhile organization to receive your money.
Absolutely.
I'll go ahead and put it out there now, because I know everyone's going to start beating down the door come November for my birthday, what to send me, and just donate to
Wounded Paw Project.
Yeah, that would be a great.
Our wedding anniversary is October 5th. Why don't y'all go ahead and
don't send us any silver or fine china.
What is it? This year's 3 years?
Yeah,
that sounds stupid.
We've been together for 30.
But anyways, if you want to just donate, you don't have to do it in our name. We're just being silly, but we will donate for sure.
Yeah, and
as part of our yearly.
Can't say enough how much we love old Kristin.
God, she's the best.
Yeah, she's funny too. Funny as shit. She saw the video of you ripping my arm hair out last night.
Did she?
Yeah, and she replied, get the laser surgery done, dummy, like I did. Boom, no more hair on your arms.
She probably was like, fuck this hair. Get it all off.
I'll never do it again. Everyone asked, did you do the other armpit? Absolutely not.
I asked him.
Hell no.
I was like, all right, babe, lift up your other arm. He was like, go fuck yourself. Pretty much. And Stephanie Eamon that I work with, she commented on our Facebook, was like, rip up. I was like, ooh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, because if anyone that thinks of the physics of an armpit, there's two ways. There's armpit hair on the part that goes up, and there's some that goes
doesn't it go both directions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, which makes more sense of the directions. It said cut it into small strips. And probably do each side.
Randall does not follow directions.
No, we just went straight down the pipe.
You say we. I did not slap that thing on there. You walked up to me with your armpit up in the air.
No, I think actually, though, she is right, because the first rip that you stopped, was the part that was when you got caught because it was too attached.
I ripped and it didn't. Yeah.
But once you would pass that halfway point to the hair that goes this way, that second rip was not bad. Yeah. Not as bad. It was still terrible.
So if we would have done strips like the directions said and then ripped the correct way.
I still would never do it again because it was still terrible on the
So your other armpit, I mean, you keep your armpit hair pretty short anyway. So what was, baby?
I just wanted to see if maybe I wouldn't have to do it as often.
That's the thing about waxing like your armpits and legs and stuff is that like the first time you do it, you gotta let it get, because like, I mean, I shave under my arms and my legs every day and then my lady parts like once a week or so, but it's you have to have like long enough hair wherever you're gonna wax to be able to like grip so I'm not willing to let my armpit hair grow enough because
I mean if it was an issue I would 100% just take Kristin's advice and laser it if it's
when you're lasering it though you kind of have to let it grow too. Same thing,
it's forever after that.
But yes, for sure, because I remember way long time ago when I was friends with Karina, when she was getting her Brazilian laser job done, like, it's insane.
Yeah, so I don't recommend that to anyone to do. And so now we have a box full of wax strips that we'll probably never get.
I can cut them into little ones maybe and do my eyebrows.
That is risky.
That's what I did with all that other... Years ago when you bought wax, like straight up like a little container of wax. Mm-hmm. And we're like, wanted me to do something like your arms or something and did one little piece and you were like, fuck you.
Never again.
I did it. I used it for my eyebrows. Mm. I mean, with those strips though, I would have to cut it like real precise. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, maybe not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that or not. Who knows? It hurts like a motherfucker is the point.
Yeah. I know one thing that I did want to mention was Chris Hardwick coming back on Talking Dead last night. Randall's like rolling his eyes so hard I can't even.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't want him to lose his job ever. Hell no. I thought it was bullshit too, but I mean, you're way more enthralled with it than I am, but I'm happy for you.
I'm invested as fuck, babe. You know this. I know. That's my dog. He's my, like, it's like he's like, I feel like I'm related to him somehow, and it's stupid, but
no, what's ridiculous
I'm super invested
is the man rightfully gets his job back after full investigations, and it's fucking crazy. People just want a reason to be pissed. First off, everyone dumped on him as soon as the allegations came out. Then when the allegations started looking fishy, most people flipped back to supporting him. Then he gets his job back, and a huge chunk are pissed again.
No, it's the same people. It's the same fucking people. No, there were some people that were just being quiet, waiting for something, and then like waiting to see where the majority fell. And now they're piping up at like people that just want to, be outraged are like, oh, I can't believe he got his job. I mean, like, but for one, he didn't fucking do anything besides be in a bad relationship with a crazy fucking bitch. Rachel, don't hate me. And two, like he got his job.
She is crazy. It's clear. If anyone that looked into that poor girl, she's got mental illness. I mean, it's clear. For sure. That doesn't mean she doesn't deserve to air her grievances if she's a real victim. 100%. Everyone does. But this was pretty clear cut once you looked at the evidence.
Yeah. And it's, I mean.
And he deserves his name to be cleared as much as she deserves the right to speak out.
Exactly. And that's that's exactly my point. And I mean, Nerdist added him back to the website. So then like all these
begrudgingly,
all these. Yeah. I mean, and there was I saw this girl on Twitter and I didn't troll her. I wanted to so bad, but there was like a producer or whatever, some chick that was like, I don't know, she was verified on Twitter, but she was some like high up person at Nerdist was like, I will no longer be associating myself with Nerdist now that they've added Chris Hardwick's name back to blah, 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 blah. And I wanted to tell her and I mean, she had plenty of people on both sides commenting on her shit. Mm. But, I mean, same thing happened at AMC apparently, like when they reinstated him, like a bunch of female crew members and producers or whatever quit. I don't know how many fucking producers they need on that show, but, it's absurd. And I love him. And he had a very heartfelt opening to the show, which was exactly what I predicted to the T. It was like, thank you so much for your support. Emotional. Check.
No, I thought it was very good. I thought it was sincere. It was clearly not...
Clearly sincere.
You can tell when someone's giving a bullshit apology, or I can. I feel like I can.
Yeah.
When someone's giving a real fake, forced apology that they were forced to write. I mean, we see it all the time with athletes and any celebrity. When they fuck up, it's total bullshit. His was, this whole thing fucked him up. You could tell it really had... taking its toll on it. And it's unfortunate when you're innocent, in my opinion. It chaps my ass to the tits. Mm-hmm. And it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves on earth. And, 100% we'll never know because none of us were there.
No.
But you look at the fucking evidence, it's pretty loud and clear. The fact that they did a full investigation in the face of this movement and still reinstated him.
Yeah.
It's time to move on and be like, the dude didn't fucking hurt anybody.
He didn't assault anybody. Yeah, I mean, it's so...
You got to let him have his career back, what he can. He's forever damaged. It's fucked
There's going to be that scar on his...
Forever.
For sure.
So there's going to be a segment of people that won't fuck with him. And it'll be forever.
And he's never going to be the same. Like, I don't think he's ever going to be able to be... Because he's a fucking comedian, and he's not a clean comedian at that.
No, I think it could help his comedy career actually big time. Like, this could turn into... I think where it hurts is like what he loves to do, like host shit, be the nice guy, the face of everything.
I don't know. They brought him back on America's Got Talent.
He's a ratings draw.
He's awesome. That made me so happy to see him back on America's Got Talent. And I thought they had filmed it like a while ago, but from what it seemed like on Twitter, they didn't. They just filmed it.
Yeah, I mean, all that's true, but his comedy, which is not owned by any parent company or anything, is where he can air his shit and flip the script and make the shit funny. Even turn it around on him, be like, I might have been too fucking nice and everybody fucking fucked me.
Yeah.
Turn their backs on me because I'm a nice guy.
Once he is, feeling
comfortable with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you might be absolutely right. Yeah. I hope he gets back to podcasting. I mean,
that's going to be the roughest one.
That it's really,
I hope so too.
Bumming me out.
I want his mom back on Twitter and just let life back to normal.
I know. I hope I guarantee she had to have been at Talking Dead last night.
Oh, she was,
and that's probably why he was even more emotional because she was probably out there like bawling, like crying.
Of course, she's a supportive, great mother.
Yeah,
of course she was.
I love him. It was great to see him back on Talking Dead. It made me happy and sad at the same time. I totally cried. That's why I watched the intro before you came in the room because I was like, it's gonna make me cry. I'm a dork. I'm the biggest dork on earth.
No, it was good though. I'm glad I watched that part too. I wanted to see how he did it. I thought he would maybe poke some fun at it, but no, you were right. It went just like you had said it would go.
And I'm glad Yvette Nicole Brown was there because she's...
No, she loves him, and she's been a supporter, and what he said to her was perfect.
Oh,
he was very genuine, and she was very genuine, which I loved. The fact that she's not only a woman, she's a minority in this movement, and she still supported her friend because she knows his heart, and she was supportive. That's a great friend. Been very easy for her to flip because of the pressure of being not only a woman, but the movement in Hollywood. She probably could have slipped in and took his gigs.
She could have gotten all kind of fucking jobs.
And what a champion. She earned, ton of
because she knows his character.
I'm sure his as well.
In the long run, it's going to be better for her soul to not have fucking thrown her friend under the bus for sure. But yeah, I mean it. And you could just tell he was just so appreciative, and they I don't know. I loved it. I didn't even get to finish Talking Dead because it was so late because it came on like really late.
Yeah. Well, on to something way better.
Yeah, what's up?
What about Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
And his run yesterday. If people didn't watch that, you're fucking dumb. Tiger Woods, I'm telling you.
That was awesome.
People still love him.
Talk about a comeback. Hey.
Talk about a guy that comes through the other side unscathed, and he wasn't a harasser or sexual assault. He just fucked a lot of chicks while married.
He did some...
And took a little Ambien with his painkillers after he had his back operated on the third time.
When did that happen? When did that happen? That was recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, not long ago. He got a DUI, but he had, just, in my opinion, they're all terrible. You shouldn't drive under the influence. No. But the guy has had 2 or 3 major back operations, and he just mixed his Ambien with his painkiller too close in time. And I'll tell you what, I take Ambien, and fuck that.
And you had neck surgery where your neck was fused, which is similar to the back.
But I've also woken up and found popsicles in the microwave.
You do that, though. You soften them up in the microwave.
Yeah, but I mean, I've found them...
There's people have done way weirder shit.
Completely left. So I'm just saying, some lucky. People mixing them, I can't, I could see all that happening. So to see him 1 year out from a double fusion in his lower lumbar.
It happened shortly after your neck surgery, because I remember you saw his mug shot, and before anything even came out about it, you were like, he's on pain pills and fucking Ambien. I guarantee it. And then it came out that's exactly, because it was like DUI. And I mean, for all effects and purposes, everybody's like, oh, he's drunk. And you were like, no, look at those eyes. That's pain pills.
Oh, he wasn't even there.
Like, yeah, I mean.
No, he's for sure. And that's doesn't excuse it.
No, but you nailed it.
The guy, I mean, there's certain drugs that you may not know, and then you mix them, not even intentionally. I can tell you from when you have a major surgery, the doctors put you on a schedule, and it's crucial if you stick close to it.
It's fucking silly, too. Like, it's like, this one, you take every 4 to 6 hours. This one is every 8 to 12 hours. And you're like, Jesus Christ. Like, I remember we had it on our little dry erase board in the kitchen.
But it worked.
It did, but like, I mean, if nobody's diligent enough to like keep track, like write it down.
Then you end up like Tiger Woods driving your car into a 7-Eleven.
Bingo. That was my point. It was like, I mean, we literally had to like write it down, the time and which medicine and blah, 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 because, I mean, he's on drugs, and then I'm got a million things going on too. So like, I mean, it was scary to me. I'm like, don't fucking, and he didn't want to take it too much either.
Well, no, I mean...
he would err on the side of not taking it if there was a question, but...
100%. I mean, luckily, it wasn't as bad for me as some people have, and they end up staying on them. Luckily, some people never can get off painkillers.
You couldn't have got off them quick enough. I mean, you only took them barely for the first 3 days.
No, we still have a bunch.
I know.
Because,
You got Lortabs in there?
That shit's terrible.
No, they didn't give you Lortabs.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, because Percocet upsets my stomach and makes me want to throw up.
That's the shit that made me throw up after my C-section.
Those are the ones that the real deal fiends want.
No, that's fuck that shit.
They're vile.
Yeah. No, I mean, they were great after my C-section until they made me throw up. I'm saying they were great until they weren't. And then
it's too strong for me.
For sure. But like all they did, I just slept. Like the nurse would just come in and be like, hey, take these pills. And I was like, cool.
They're stingy with that shit now with the opioid crisis. That shit is
Since
real.
Gunnar was born?
Yeah, in the last year.
Okay.
They're not going to write you
drugs.
Much of them for for my nose surgery coming up on the 22nd. They, pre-wrote out my scripts. They're in the folder.
Yeah.
And
isn't it like Tramadol, the same shit I got for my gum grafts?
Lortabs, but they give you like a sprinkling, like make it enough.
Yeah. Well, trust me, if we did have another baby, when I go in for a C-section, I was going to tell them, don't fucking start pumping me full of Percocet, but they probably wouldn't anyways. Like they did last time. I mean, it was insane the amount of Percocet they like shoveled in my mouth after having a C-section, like that first 12 hours. It was insane. And I had no food. Like that was my problem. Like, 87 pills and no food. No wonder I threw up. And I was just so out of sorts. I didn't even think to, and I had been sawed in half. So didn't really think to argue until after I got sick.
I don't think Tiger gets enough credit because it's golf. People think it's a non-contact sport. But every part of it requires him to use the part of his body that's been fused together. It's impressive as fuck.
If you just watch his swing, you can see exactly why. First of all, he would have needed that surgery because he uses so much power. I mean, he was hitting the ball. He used
to torque really bad. Everyone called it when he was young. They said that swing won't last.
Yeah. Now after he was hitting it 170 miles an hour, but like before he was probably hitting it over 200 miles an hour.
Oh, he coiled
Insane.
up for years, and everyone called it fair.
Yeah, that much power and twisting your back like that, for sure you're going to fuck it up. But the amount of power that he still has after having that surgery, and I mean, it just like bowling can take a toll on your body too. Your knees,
elbows.
Like, I mean, it's these sports that people think are like old people sports. Like, yes, I mean, you know,
but they're also
to be
high
fair.
rep.
But they're higher, yeah. Especially if you're doing it a lot. There's for sure a lot of
Bowlers have terrible wrists, fingers, elbows, and knees.
Knees is what would be sore on me. Like my knees,
your slide knee.
Yeah, your slide knee. Like when we were bowling, like balls deep into bowling, my like hips and my knees would be sore. Remember, like my it was like my whole like lower body, like my hips, like groin and knees would get sore.
Mm-hmm.
Your knees were fucked when we were bowling a whole lot.
Oh no,
because your knees were already fucked. Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy how you don't think that like these sports that are non-contact, but
no, I'm a walking disaster. When I get my nose rebuilt on August 22nd, I'm sure we'll podcast.
I talked to somebody today at work about it on my team. He had it done like years ago, and because I was talking about days I'm going to be off and stuff, and he said he had it done, and I was like, okay, so did it like change your life afterwards? Like you could breathe so much better? And he was telling me that like yes, he's like you can breathe so much better. He said he became so sensitive to certain smells afterwards. Like he said he was like in his 20s when he got it done. So like if he went out with his friends, he couldn't even stand to be in a bar where like they allowed smoking. And he said even if like somebody came around him that like they weren't currently like smoking, but they had, they were a smoker and they smelled like it. He said he was so sensitive to it. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, my husband tends to wear a lot of cologne. I bet that shit's going to stop.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if you always smell good, but it's like you do wear a good amount.
Well, no,
but it's probably because you can't smell.
That's compensating because my parents made me smell like shit my whole life because they smoked cigarettes profusely.
But nobody smokes around you now, baby.
But the damage is done.
I know.
That damage was done during youth.
But I wonder if you're going to become more sensitive to that.
I mean, it makes sense.
But I didn't even think about that either. I was like, oh shit, that's right. Like because he said it's kind of like, I mean, and he said he eventually, acclimated to it after a while. It evened out, but it was like right at first after his nose stopped bleeding profusely and like kind of started healing. It was just weird going through that like growing pains of acclimating to certain smells and just being more sensitive to it.
I don't care about that. It's the being able to breathe through it.
Oh, he said it. I mean, and
Joe Rogan has said it was life-changing.
And everybody we've ever heard that's had it has said that. And so I just wanted to make sure, like, just, further confirmation from somebody else that was just like a...
Yeah, they're going to go into my nose, of course, straighten up my septum. They're putting some kind of implant into my sinuses that will dissolve over time. They're cutting the scar tissue out of my nose on both sides from breaks and multiple nasal fractures throughout my professional career as an athlete and dominant performer. So they're going to fix all that and then put some stents in my nostrils to hold them open for a few days. I mean, then they take them out. So, I mean, I can't wait. I enjoy surgeries. It's weird and people I know don't believe that, but like I enjoy going under
to
the dark side. Doesn't bother
And you're
me.
going to be a terrible patient for this one.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, though. There's not much I can do to be a terrible patient. What I'm scared about is I'm going to get in the shower like I do now and blow snot rockets and blow my brains out.
Don't do it, though.
I know. That's the only part, like, not knowingly, just from reflex.
Just like when you would get out of the pool after your neck surgery and shake your
I
head.
did it once.
Shake your
and
luxurious
it scared
hair.
the shit out of me after surgery. I thought I broke it. Shuck it.
When you get in the shower, I'm going to have to yell at you, don't fucking blow snot rockets. Yeah, we need to go. I want to go. I need to, like, eat something after those shots.
I'm just licking my mustache. I have lime juice in it. I can taste it. Yeah, so fuck the Who's Right podcast for recommending the Trumpletits. That shit is
You
grossy.
obviously hate us, and we don't appreciate
No, they're awesome.
that.
We love those guys, but that shot is brutal. You got to have balls of steel, I guess. Because he was like, I wouldn't call it nasty. I enjoy it.
No, he's a savage.
Savage, yes.
Savage.
But Chad, not bad.
It's
I
interesting.
don't want to go through the process, but not bad. I'll recommend it for parties and shit and to fuck with somebody.
It was a fun experiment. I kind of liked the whole like sciencey part of it.
Yeah, we will tell others when they come over or fool them and watch their mouth expand like a squirrel.
Right. Well, we don't really know anybody that comes over that does shots. Maybe we can convince like Jim to do it.
Jimbo. We can definitely get Kiki.
She's minor, but okay.
She's of age. We'll convince her just for the science of
Kiki
the cottage
is a
cheese.
science experiment. Do this shot. You're not driving, are you? Okay, cool.
But yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I had some questions from people, but no, when we add back on the Jodie B portion, we're good.
Well, we've already got it's an hour and a half, so we're
Yeah,
good.
so we got to roll. Really looking at probably the next guest. We have Rachel next week.
Rachel's Monday, so we're not gonna do this Friday.
No, we might. I don't know. It depends on how we feel after bowling. Maybe not. Friday is never. We don't want to get you guys to. It's totally up to us.
Oh yeah, we started back bowling.
Yeah, we start back bowling. Well, we'll see.
It starts this Friday, so
We're gonna be bowling blind without our two other teammates until the week after.
As we should start our season.
Yeah, so we will.
Thanks, Mike.
Talk to you dicks on another day.
Yeah, see you there, or see
you square. Go fuck yourself.